I'm DC Benny. Welcome to Comedy Kitchen.
The thing about an urban, because people say black, but it's like urban is Latino, is black, is white cats that lived in the hood, you know, and the energy is different in that a mainstream club is going when you walk on stage. A mainstream club, they're anxious. They'll listen, like lean into an urban room. They're like, I paid $5.
Right, I chose to not pay my rent to come here.
So do it. Right, so make it happen. And that's why I think you see so many, like if you look at Def Comedy Jam and sort of the comics that came out of that, including myself and even DC, the pace is quicker, you know, whereas you don't have time to warm up and give exponential reasons as to why you're funny. You gotta be funny. You gotta prove. You gotta bring it immediately.
You gotta bring it concentrate.
Well, they don't let you.
And then when you grow later on, you can stretch out. Like Chappelle's special. He stretches it out now. It's not punchlines like every 5 seconds.
No, I know. Well, Cleveland. I started in Cleveland, so the booker there was always book me with. And when I think urban, to me, is more like city. It means people that you just can't trick them. Right. They're not going to fluff. They're not. And I was opening with some of the guys when they were on the Def Jam. She would always put me with like a Joe Torre or a DL or a George Lopez, and rooms that were tough rooms. I mean, by the way, I'm a 24-year-old Italian girl. Right. They're like, I get on stage and someone's always trying to say something, and I'll never forget the one lady one time goes, I got a gun. And I'm like, well, you don't have the only gun. They didn't just make one and stop with you.
That's funny.
And I'm like, she's like, it's in my shoe. And I'm like, I saw your shoes. You got them from Payless, and you got a hole. You had a gun. And they went crazy. She was mad. She waited to kill me, but the other people.
Yeah. And I guarantee you there were people that were in that audience that probably were like, if you have any problems, we got your back.
Yeah, well, it was a respect level, and if you could just respect them by bringing the funny, I think that's how,
Well, I did the Apollo.
God.
You did? And the first few minutes I just opened up, I said, I want to do my impression of a New Yorker visiting the Great Wall of China. And it was a thing where I, did a kind of like a mime walk, and then I did this, and the punchline, of course, was that I pulled out a but during that thing, I already heard boo, 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 and it wasn't until boom that I had it.
Right.
That's awesome.
But you have to get to it.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Otherwise, I would have just started doing it.
You better be funny, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Was that old lady up front?
Yeah.
There was that old woman that she was almost like the mayor of the Apollo Theater, and she was the one that if you caught an L, if you got booed, you'd be like, I'll kill that old lady, because no one, but then if you got her, but if she stood up and was like, yes, then you like, I got her, and then once you got her, you have everybody else.
Playing to the one lady.
Yeah, man, the Apollo is a funny place because, and this is where I would find like what you did in the room with the lady with the shoe, right? Over there for Joe Torre or whomever. It showed the difference where if an urban audience, they want to support you, but you got to earn it.
Right. Yeah.
But once you earn it, they rock out with you.
Well, she tested me for that.
Right. So similar to back in the days when DC would go up to these clubs in Harlem, go up to the Bronx, and
man, what was Peppermint Lounge? That was
Peppermint Lounge in Jersey, which is where they used to, in order to get on to Def Comedy Jam. Bob Sumner with Bob Sumner. Look, man, I produce Def Comedy Jam with Russell Simmons, and we've been on. This is our 17th. The seasons were always on. It was only on TV like 3 years. Russell Simmons wants to thank y'all for making Def Jam the hottest show for 29 seasons. Like, it's only been on for 3 years, huh?
HBO's only 10 years.
Right. But you would go there. Bill Bellamy would host. I did the Peppermint 5 times. I did the Mint 5 times. I crushed twice. One of those times was to get on Def Jam. I did okay one time where I made it. I didn't kill, but I was like, and then I caught 2 L's.
Yeah.
And you never
It's
forget.
a lot of people, that room, yeah.
Because you had every hustler from New Jersey and the tri-state area would go up into the Mint, and some nights you might have Naughty by Nature or Naughty by Nature's crew, like not Tretch, not Vinny, but the dudes in the background just doing this. You know what I mean?
The people they pour the little liquor.
Right. And those you had to bring it in. Sometimes like Bill, who's awesome host, but Bill was hosting MTV Jams at the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes, and the show didn't start till he got there. So if the show was on, I think Thursday night, it was either Tuesday or Thursday. Show's on Thursday night at 8. They might do like a New Jack segment, the new comedians on first. And then Bill, but people, you have all these women coming to see Bill Bellamy because he's a star. Bill might show up at 9:30. Yeah. So now they've got, and you're booked. You're happy. Yeah. I'm getting paid for this, and this is my big Def Jam break. But Bill shows up, and you don't know what mood Bill might be in. If he might be gracious, where he's like, here, I'm just gonna do 10 because I know people been waiting, or I'm gonna do 30 minutes and then bring someone up. So now they're even more tired. And I remember one time, and I love Bill, that's my man. But I remember one time I was mad because he did a Gang of Time. I was up first, and then his intro was, yeah, all right, so give it up for Dean. And he just walked up. You're on stage and your voice is getting a little drier. And he was like, yeah, how about that Craig Mack, huh? And it was, and I remember, I'll never forget those 2 L's because that's the longest 7 to 10 minutes, and the host has to address the elephant in the room when you bomb. Yeah.
I mean, when I did Apollo, the only reason I got on is because everybody was getting booed off. So the lady called me and she's like, "Are you around?" I'm like, "Yeah." And it was my first. I'd never been on. So she's like, "Are you around?" She's like, "Come and hang out because we might be able to throw you on tonight." That's funny. Wow. So everybody was getting booed off. Her name was Sarah. She was the producer. I think she got booed off. Steve Harvey got booed off, who was hosting.
Wow.
It. And he came off stage and his toupee was all tilted and everything.
Little afro to the side.
He was sweating. She's like, "Put this guy on." She's like, "You can say whatever you want to say. Just get them back. Say whatever you want to say." Funny. And that was that was like an opportunity. I've never been on TV. I'm like, man, this is it. So he came out and he gave this huge speech about why black people should not boo off black people. There's not a lot of opportunities for black people, performers, and it's wrong and whatever. He's like, and now bringing out this dude, whatever, a little different or something like that. I don't remember what it was. I came out, I was like, surprise! And people laughed. And it became my first TV credit. It was great.
3 times.
Wow.
2 times did well, and I should have quit while I was there. I was coming back from a college gig. It was a Sunday that we were going to tape, and I had the flu. I came back from some college gig in Rochester, and I'm in the cab, and they're saying, "Free tickets for the Apollo, come line up at 3 o'clock." And I went, "A free audience is the worst. They want the most."
Yeah. They want their money.
I was going to go on, but they opened with brand new head. Oh, in fact, Blair Underwood was the new host.
Oh, wow.
This is after Sinbad left the show. Mm-hmm. So
Blair, that makes a natural sense. Sinbad, Mark Curry, Sinbad,
right.
Blair Underwood.
Right.
Okay. So Blair Underwood is there, and brand new heavies opened, and they were just rocking.
Right.
Yeah, and the audience was, and I'm like, oh man, this is going to be great. Suddenly Sinbad shows up backstage and Blair's like, "Sinbad, what's up? I'm gonna bring you up." He goes, "Yeah." And then the stage manager says, when I tapped that, I go, "He's gonna bring Sinbad." He goes, No, Sinbad's not scheduled. I said, "He's gonna bring Sinbad." I said, he's not on the show, the guy's coming. They go, "Ladies and gentlemen, this guy needs no introduction. He's the host of Apollo for 2 years, whatever. Sinbad." And Sinbad comes out, and the band starts playing, some heavy, bass riffs, and Sinbad's dancing in the audience, and backstage they're going nuts. They're like, cut him off, and suddenly they cut the audio off for the band.
Oh,
it's just
wow.
my guys. And he goes, "I'm out, peace." He goes out, and Blair comes, "This next guy, Phil Nee." I'm walking to the mic. and they're booing me. And this is like the third time, like I thought this was my house, right? I'm walking to the mic, and they're booing me.
Mabel knows you. She's like, you again?
I thought this was my house.
This is not even amateur hour or anything,
Oh,
right?
man.
I'm a paid guest. I go, thank you, apologize, and they're like, boo, and I just put it back and I walked off.
Oh,
I was like, the longer I stay there,
Yeah.
the more humiliation.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not gonna win them back at this point. I can understand I'm doing this, and they're like a little boo boo, and then I get the punchline.
Yeah, for sure.
But when they're booing you on the way to the mic, there's no hope.
Yeah, the Apollo,
Because
Because
man.
that really wasn't about you.
Right. It was
And that's
about
the
me.
sad
It was
part
they
of it.
wanted
Right.
Sinbad,
It
and they
was
cut him
Sinbad,
off
yeah.
because of me.
You
Right.
should have brought him back out. My first joke would have been to bring him back out.
Exactly. Bro, I should have got it. How many people want more Sinbad?
At that point.
Yeah, for real.